Hey everybody, one of the things I wanted to talk about was how you throw huge lures. And so I've got a Buzz King Arbogast buzz plug, which is like throwing a baseball. And I've got a huge spin casting reel. This is my son's reel. And when you overhand throw a big topwater bait, it falls from space and makes this colossal splash in the water. And a lot of times that's prohibited, right? It actually does more harm than good to looking like you just threw a cantaloupe in the water. So I'm going to show you about how to throw these things without making these huge disturbance in the water. I'm going to talk about spin casting reels first because obviously I have one, and then I'll talk about bait casting reels. Now, if you do this with a spinning reel, if you do big topwaters with a spinning reel, it's pretty hard to slow it down. Now, I'll show you the big splash, okay? So we got one of those. Look, man, makes a big splash, loads a line out. If the fish was to hit it right now, I got miles too much line. So here's how you should do it instead. Go ahead and go with a side cast and keep that lure pretty close to the water. And then right before it hits, press the button again. Or if you're using a bait casting reel, keep your thumb and go ahead and put a little pressure right before it hits the water, and you're going to feel the line tighten up. There's going to feel a little bit of spring in the rod tip, and that's going to slow the inertia of the lure, drop it into the water, and it's the line's tight. A lot of times with topwaters, particularly these big topwaters that do look a lot like just a big fish, then they'll smash it as soon as it hits the water. While it's sitting there, while you're letting the rings die down like you're supposed to do, then a lot of times that's where the hit happens. And if you throw that way and keep the line tight, not only did it enter the water softly, just snuck right there, snuck into the habitat, and when the fish nails it, you're ready for the hook set. If you have these big arcing overhand throws, then you're going to end up missing a lot of fish. So let me show you a side throw.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Like that. So it just kind of sets into the water, even though it was a long cast with a huge lure, just kind of sets in my line tight. I mean, it's there, it's ready to go. And that was not even, and I'm just kind of pitching it out there. With these big, huge lures, you don't have to horsepower them. The lure itself is plenty of inertia, so you don't launch it. A lot of times you end up launching it into trees, weeds, and stuff like that. So when you're getting used to one of these huge topwaters, really take it easy at first.